Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today is day 23, season 2 on the model farm, so let's get into it. Starting off down here, we've got the T6175 finally out of the shed on the Herbst dump trailer. I believe he's been moving some dirt for someone, so I think they've just given it a wash as it's looking quite clean. I think they were trying to get add a bit more space for some bales, and they had a pile of dirt, so they had to move it. So that's what she's been doing recently. In the shed, it's quite busy. Got the quad, got a trailer, and the ice 200. 7740 parked up. Sheep trailer with a pallet in it. So the fence posts and all the spare bits have all been sold or gotten rid of. So I believe that's everything now. So the yard's looking a bit tidier. Marshall's still there. 6616 parked up. Not sure why she's parked there. In the shed, all the kit parked up. The farmer told me I think next week is when first cut is. So trail forager, rake and mower will be out of the shed ready for that, and hopefully we'll be able to catch a bit of silage. In the shed, nothing really new, just got 7530 parked up after doing quite a few jobs. Got a tyre handler parked up along with the mini digger, Keenan and Herbst low loader. Just swap everything around. I think they're more sort of trying to keep everything this end is what they're going to use more, because the Keenan is definitely not going to be used, and the Herbst low loader is less likely to be used, but more likely than the Keenan. It just depends obviously if the digger needs to be taken to a job, but I don't think that digger's moved in a couple of weeks, so I don't know if they have no jobs at all or if they're just waiting for jobs or what's happening, but they normally have quite a few jobs during the summer, especially with the digger, so we'll see what goes on there. In the pit, nothing really new. You can just see how terrible the concrete is here as well. But the farm's not really that fussed as long as there's concrete down. So, got the tyres there, got the bigger tyres, so they should keep the sheep down better than the other ones. I've got the buck rake there, and hopefully next week we should be seeing some grass in that, hopefully. Then here we have the farmer's son in the T6080 with the Cane Classic on the back, heading into the yard after coming back from doing a job for someone, helping someone cart a bit of silage as they were down a trailer, because they had to get, literally during silage, one of the tyres went pop, waiting in the field, so they obviously had to call in someone else to obviously help them bring the grass in while that one was getting fixed. So doing that there, well, realistically speaking, he shouldn't be on the road, but I suppose if it doesn't get caught, it don't really matter that much. Wouldn't be the first to do it. But yeah, T6080 just looks so good. Now there might be, I've heard that the farmer's son might be getting a front weight for it, which I think would look the part. I think a black and blue one would suit that, or even a full black one. But yeah, I think the farmer's son's loving this. I think this is his favourite tractor apart from the 7740, but the next one up is definitely the T6080, and I couldn't disagree. So yeah, he's just coming into the yard there. Then we got bale trailer, bales, and all the bale equipment. Then we've got all the ducks and chickens sort of hiding under the trailer. The wind's quite strong, so I think they're trying to just get away from the wind a bit. Because luckily it's not raining today, but it's not particularly warm, so it's quite a strong wind, so I think they're trying to protect themselves from it. And same in the sheep field, they're all against a hedge here, trying to protect themselves from the wind. I'm surprised they're not getting stuck in the hedges, especially the texels, because they're quite thick wool. Speaking of wool, I think they're getting sheared within the next month, I'd imagine. I think the farmer's delaying it, as obviously, one, the shear is busy, I imagine, especially this time of year, and it's not really that hot. It's not really been a hot summer, it's kind of a cold summer so far, so they kind of need their wool. So I think he's waiting for it to get a little bit hotter, and then obviously shear them, and what have you. But obviously if he leaves it till August, he may as well not shear them, because then they're going to shear them, and then they're going to be freezing for the winter. So you can't really win, but the joys of living in the UK with, well, not the best weather, well, let's just say, but the field's looking a lot better. I think it's just growing more now that there's less animals in it. I think the farmer does want to possibly overwinter. He wants to sort of reseed the fields, both fields, the cow and the sheep fields, just to see if it helps it get a better crop of grass, because you can see just from here a couple of patches where it's quite bare, so I think he wants to get that sorted. I don't know if it's this winter, but it would make sense to do it over winter while the sheep aren't in the field, although technically they should be. You'll just have to find somewhere for them to go, because I think his plan is to keep him in both fields, and the cows are going in the shed, I believe. So we'll see what he does, but I think it wouldn't do the ground any harm. I think it would actually be better if he reseeded it, so we'll see. And then we've got the cows, who aren't really fussed with the wind, to be honest. And you've got the bull there, quite a hefty bull, to be honest, and he's just living life. I think he stays in for about 3 months, and then he goes back to the other farm, and then he comes back next year. Kind of a lonely life, to be honest. I don't know if he does go in with any of the cows at the other farm or what have you. Yes, they're all eating away at what little grass they have. So hopefully, the next couple of weeks it should start getting a lot busier, with a lot more jobs going on, hopefully, if the weather ends up improving and not lashing it down with rain. And here we have the farmer in his 3185 JCB Fast Track roaring down the road. It looks like he's got some strobes on the front there, and possibly a new JCB window sticker. And he's got same brand as the main farm's old bale trailer. He's got a couple of bales on the back there. I believe he's moving them to his farm from a field. I think he was going to try and move them, but then it rained and too wet to move them. So you can move them without having to ruin the field. But, looks like he's got some Bluetooth straps on, but no, he should be fine. I think he's only going down the road. Yeah, very nice fast track. Nice to see one of the old ones, or somewhat old ones, still going about. Then here we have the service van from the local dealership. Got a man reaching into the back of the bed, almost hit the front of the fence, the contractor's fence, but he didn't. Also, the reason I call them the contractors is they don't want to put their name sort of publicly out there on the internet, which makes sense, so I'm not just going to say contractors instead of their contractor's name, if that makes sense. They've got their special edition, I think it's gold edition or something like that, cane, and they were moving silage for a customer, heading back to the field, and obviously one of the tyres on the trailer has gone flat, or needs replacing. So I think he's got a tyre in the back there to replace it. Apparently as well, they are looking for possibly a 4th tractor, as they only do within this area and a bit further out. But they are always returning customers, so they have the same customers pretty much every year. And they're only small really, but they need another tractor as a backup, because like this instance, they had obviously the Fent is currently stopped because of a flat tyre, and we had the 6210R that broke down earlier in the year. So ideally they need 3 tractors on the go at a time, and obviously if one is in the yard or broken down or what have you, they still have a decent amount of tractors, because they tend to have pretty much all 3 tractors on the same job at once. They don't really struggle for drivers though, because obviously there's a couple of young lads in the area who farming background or just want to get into farming a bit, end up working for the contractors as drivers, but they need an extra tractor as a backup, because they've only got the Jeep, a harvester, a buck rake, and the 4 tractors. 3 tractors and hopefully 4. So they just need it, because they've got 3 trailers, silage trailers, they've got a cultivator, they've got a seed drill, they just need it. So hopefully we'll see it, possibly a new tractor on the way in the next couple of months for the contractors. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a Vulture, because I think they like the Vulture quite a bit. But yeah, we'll see what they go for. So yeah, so guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye.